أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. Inshallah, you're all well. Thank you for joining us today. We would have loved to hold this majlis in person, but as you know, we're under national lockdown. Sorry. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. We're under national lockdown. We would have loved to hold this in person, but we're under national lockdown. But alhamdulillah, during Muharram, we held the 10-day Majlis. We know you might have lost loved ones, but alhamdulillah, but remembering them in the place, a Majlis of Ahlul Bayt is the best place to remember them and to forget about what's happening now. Remember to stay safe, and as Muslims, always follow the right path and make sure and save lives. Now, we might have changed how we attend Majalis, but we won't change how to run them. So we would like to welcome Brother Ahmed Al-Hilo to recite for us to recite to us a part of the Quran. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ياسين والقرآن الحكيم إنك لمن المرسلين على صراط مستقيم تنزيل العزيز الرحيم لتنذر قوما ما أنذر آباؤهم فهم غافلون لقد حق القول على أكثرهم فهم لا يؤمنون إنا جعلنا في أعناقهم أغلالا فهي إلى الأذقان فهم مقمحون وجعلنا من بين أيديهم سدا ومن خلفهم سدا فأغشيناهم فهم لا يبصرون وسواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون إنما تنذر من اتبع الذكر وخشي الرحمن بالغيب فبشره بمغفرة وأجر كريم إنا نحن نحيي الموتى ونكتب ما قدموا وآثارهم وكل شيء أحصيناه في إمام مبين واضرب لهم مثلا أصحاب القرية إذ جاءها المرسلون إذ أرسلنا إليهم اثنين فكذبوهما فعززنا بثالث فقالوا إنا إليكم مرسلون قالوا ما أنتم إلا بشر مثلنا وما أنزل الرحمن من شيء إن أنتم إلا تكذبون قالوا ربنا يعلم إنا إليكم لمرسلون وما علينا إلا البلاغ المبين قالوا إنا تطيرنا بكم لئن لم تنتهوا لنرجمنكم وليمسنكم منا عذاب أليم قالوا طائركم معكم أئن ذكرتم بل أنتم قوم مسرفون وجاء من أقصى المدينة رجل يسعى قال يا قوم اتبعوا المرسلين اتبعوا من لا يسألكم أجرا وهم مهتدون وما لي لا أعبد الذي فطرني وإليه ترجعون أأتخذ من دونه آلهة إن يردني الرحمن بضر لا تغني عني شفاعتهم شيئا ولا ينقذون إني إذا لفي ضلال مبين إني آمنت بربكم فاسمعون قيل ادخل الجنة قال يا ليت قومي يعلمون بما غفر لي ربي وجعلني من المكرمين وما أنزلنا على قومه من بعده من جند من السماء وما كنا منزلين إن كانت إلا صيحة واحدة فإذا هم خامدون يا حسرة على العباد ما يأتيهم من رسول إلا كانوا به يستهزئون ألم يروا كم أهلكنا قبله من القرون أنكم إليهم لا يرجعون وإن كل لما جميع لدينا محضرون وآية لهم الأرض الميتة أحييناها وأخرجها منها حبا فمنه يأكلون وجعلنا فيها جنات من نخيل وأعناب وفجرنا فيها من العيون ليأكلوا من ثمره وما عملته أيديهم أفلا يشكرون سبحان الذي خلق الأزواج كلها مما تنبت الأرض ومن أنفسهم ومما لا يعلمون وآية لهم الليل نسلخ منه النهار فإذا هم مظلمون والشمس تجري لمستقر لها ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم والقمر قدرناه منازل حتى عاد كالعرجون القديم لا الشمس ينبغي لها أن تدرك القمر ولا الليل سابق النهار وكل في فلك يسبحون صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Thank you, Brother Ahmed, for that beautiful recitation. Now, I would like to state a quote by Lady Fatima al-Zahra. Let my death not dishearten you. You have to serve Islam and humanity for a long time to come. And let not my sufferings embitter your life. Please promise me, Ali. This quote shows how that Lady Fatima prioritized Islam over this dunya, and we should follow this guidance. Now, I would like to welcome Brother Ali al-Khafaji to recite ziyarah for us. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليك يا بنت رسول الله، السلام عليك يا بنت نبي الله، السلام عليك يا بنت حبيب الله، السلام عليك يا بنت خليل الله، السلام عليك يا بنت صفي الله، السلام عليك يا بنت أمين الله، السلام عليك يا بنت خير خلق الله، السلام عليك يا بنت أفضل أنبياء الله ورسله وملائكته، السلام عليك يا بنت خير البرية، السلام عليك يا سيدة نساء العالمين من الأولين والآخرين، السلام عليك يا زوجة ولي الله وخير الخلق بعد رسول الله، السلام عليك يا أم الحسن والحسين سيدي شباب أهل الجنة، السلام عليك أيتها الصديقة الشهيدة، السلام عليك أيتها الرضية المرضية، السلام عليك أيتها الفاضلة الزكية، السلام عليك أيتها الحوراء الإنسية، السلام عليك أيتها التقية النقية، السلام عليك أيتها المحدثة العليمة، السلام عليك أيتها المظلومة المغصوبة، السلام عليك أيتها المضطهدة المقهورة، السلام عليك يا فاطمة بنت رسول الله ورحمة الله وبركاته، صلى الله عليك وعلى روحك وبدنك، أشهد أنك مضيت على بينة من ربك، وأن من سرك فقد سر رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله، ومن جفاك فقد جفا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله، ومن آذاك فقد آذى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله، ومن وصلك فقد وصل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله، ومن قطعك فقد قطع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله، لأنك بضعة منه وروحه الذي بين جنبيه، أشهد الله ورسله وملائكته أني راض عمن رضيت عنه ساخط على من سخطت عليه متبرئ ممن تبرأت منه موال لمن واليت معاد لمن عاديت مبغض لمن أبغضت محب لمن أحببت وكفى بالله شهيدا وحسيبا وجازيا ومثيبا وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا وآله الطيبين الطاهرين.
Ahsantum, Brother Ali al-Khafaji, for the excellent reading. Now another quote by Rasulullah: Fatima is the joy of my heart and her sons are the fruit of my soul. Salawat. This only shows us the importance of Fatima al-Zahra in the life of the Prophet and the love he felt towards her and her children, but also the important role she plays in the religion of Islam. She is an individual who we can look at as a role model and whose life we could study to help us understand how to lead our own. She is also one of the most important women our sisters can take as a role model. Hadith clearly outlines that learning about Lady Fatima is important, and inshallah, now we would like to welcome Sister Zainab al-Janabi, followed by Brother Muhammad Mehdi Muzaffar, to recite some poetry to warm our hearts. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. اللهم صل على فاطمة وأبيها وبعلها وبنيها والسر المستودع فيها. Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. Today I'll be reading a poem about Fatima al-Zahra alayhi salam by Muhammad Naqi. This poem is called Lady Fatima, the Night of Power. Lady Fatima, one of the purest of women in all of the earth. Little will we ever know about her true worth. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi called her Ummu Abiha, the mother of her father, not any ordinary father, a father who got closer to his creator than any other. So how well do you think you know her? She's like the night of power, Laylatul Qadr, the unknown treasure that is greater than Alfi Shahr, whose blessings rain down on believers till the time of Fajr. One night in the year hidden from plain sight, like her grave still a secret filled with heavenly light. We may not have a shrine to pay her a visit, but listen, her shrine is in our very spirit. I bear witness the Lady Fatima, the lady whose light shines so bright. Time is no barrier to her glowing light. She's greater than you can imagine, greater than you can fathom, greater than these words spoken from a sinning servant. Lady Fatima, will you grant us your intercession? For the sake of your unborn child who was crushed behind the door, struck by the tyrants as you lay there on the floor, a great oppression that is yet to be answered for, a great oppression for which many tears will continually pour. I heard the narration from your father where he narrates that you will enter the mahshar and those who loved you will be asked to come forward. With lowered gazes will I call to your light from mile behind those who gave up their lives to fight for what is right, the martyrs who fought on the front lines with your name in their hearts enshrined. Lady Fatima the gracious, Lady Fatima the voracious, Lady Fatima the purified, Lady Fatima the glorified. Lady Fatima al-Zahra al-Batul al-Tahira, Lady Fatima the martyr of Wilaya, Lady Fatima the pure daughter of Taha, Lady Fatima the mother of the one slaughtered thirsty in Nawaina, Lady Fatima the mother of the brave Zainab al-Kubra. Peace be upon you, Lady Fatima. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Inshallah, I will be reading a poem by Nouri Sardar. When I saw the tents burning with fire, I remembered the house of my mother alone in Karbala. I remembered Zahra, I remember The tents ablaze, and alone here I stand, with no one left to embrace, as both my feet are being burned by the sand, and fire scorches my face. Today someone else's pain I understand, today her steps I retrace. They did not find a Zahra upon this land, so I have taken her place. There was no house of Fatima to burn, so they burned all the tents of her children. On each child a scar. I remembered Zahra, I remember. When I heard Hussein to Abbas crying, "Brother, my back is broken," I remembered the sound of something breaking when Zahra's rib was taken. When I saw him from the river returning, looking pale and shaken, I remembered by Zahra he'd be wailing, "Oh mother, please awaken." I remembered Hussein upon her chest when shimmer upon my brother would rest, and I screamed from afar, I remembered Zahra, I remember. When I heard Hussein's child crying from thirst, "Oh father, I am thirsty," I remembered the child who before birth cried, "Mother, please protect me." When the veins of Abdullah's neck would burst and I saw a killed baby, I remembered the one who met this death first before his cradle would sway. One soon after his birth met with his death. One met his death long before his first breath. In my shock and horror, I remembered Zahra, I remember. When I was alone and I faced danger, I cried, "Help me, O Abbas." I remembered your voice crying for Haidar when your chest nails would pierce, and just like into our house, O mother, these oppressors would trespass. Through the tents, defenseless with no protector, hundreds of shimmers pass. I curse the one who crushed you with the door. Hundreds just like them into our tents pour. With arrows and fire, I remembered Zahra, I remember. O Zahra, around your daughter this world burns, and this fire has no end. The one who burned your house with fire returns. And your daughters I defend. I wash the smoke as into my lungs it turns. The ashes towards me bend. A Fatima Zahra, Yazid's army yearns. Curses upon me they send. I remembered when I smelt the ashes. Your chest, O Fatima, the door crashes. And I scream, "O mother." I remembered Zahra, I remember. A daughter in distress yearns her mother's arms. In your absence I wail. I wanted your hand but found blood on my palms, and it came from the nail. O Fatima, your voice comforts and it calms my torture. To you I tell. You bid farewell to me, and your absence harms, when to all I bid farewell. I was tortured by the tears in my eye, when to every loved one I bid goodbye. Between dead I wonder, I remembered Zahra, I remember. Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Thank you, Sister Zainab Al-Janabi and Brother Muhammad Mehdi Mudaffar for the outstanding reading. Now we'd like to welcome Brother Muhammad Rida, who will teach us about Tasbihat Zahra. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam narrates that performing Tasbih al-Zahra after every prayer is dearer to me than 1,000 rak'ah nafila prayer. And his father, Imam Muhammad al-Baqir alayhi salam, narrates to us that Allah is not worshipped by anything better than the Tasbih of Fatima Zahra. Had there been any worship superior to it, most surely the Holy Prophet would have granted it to Sayyidah Fatima. Well, what is the story of Tasbih of Fatima Zahra? And why was it named after Lady Fatima alayhi salam? As you know, 1400 years ago, there were no washing machines or hoovers, which today make our cleaning much easier. There were no house appliances and technology available, unlike today, whereby we have a variety of machines that save us time and energy. Today, we have